It's Football Sunday, so let's try another recipe from the 1997 NFL Family Cookbook. We're making Rich Gannon's chicken salsa chili, which sounds interesting. Gannon was drafted in the 4th round in 1987 by New England, then was traded prior to the season to Minnesota. He had a long NFL career as a journeyman quarterback and retired in 2004 with the Oakland Raiders. When this book came out, he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. There isn't any write-up about this recipe, so maybe old Rich was just phoning it in. The full recipe will be at the end of this video. Oh, hot. With a bit more chili powder. Not a lot. All right, guys, welcome back. Rich Gannon's chicken salsa chili. Now, a couple of things about this recipe. You saw that I used a thin chicken. That's because I didn't read the directions before I bought the chicken at the grocery store. I just bought it because it was close to the 1 pound weight that the recipe recommended, and that I knew it was going to be a faster cooking time. I didn't realize I was going to be boiling the chicken, so it actually took like 2 minutes of boil time. I was a little worried that the chicken was going to be tough and stringy, but not to worry. It actually shredded okay, and it broke down again even further in the actual cooking process. I probably mentioned earlier that I am actually following these recipes to a T without any changes. The one change that I'm actually making is that I left out the black beans. I can't do black beans. Go ahead and add them if you're trying this on your own. And the chicken, again, you probably could have smoked it. I would have probably elected to smoke it if I had more time, but this is just a really quick recipe, probably something to put together before you have a bunch of friends coming over. Speaking of which, I didn't know if it seemed like not a lot of ingredients. I'm still not quite sure how many this would actually feed. The recipes themselves are a little bit light on the instructions. There's only about 3 or 4 lines of instructions for this particular recipe, so it kind of leaves you on your own. As far as cooking temperatures and whatnot, you're a little bit stranded on this particular recipe. I would imagine this would have been more for appetizers and less for a main. If you're feeding a larger group of people or a family, I don't know if it's going to feed more than like 2 or 3 people. It also said you can use the chili powder as much or as little as you want. I actually kicked it up a little bit at the 30-minute mark. I think it needed a little bit more chili powder. And now I think it's actually pretty good. The other thing that's pretty interesting is the salsa. You can use whatever brand salsa you want, meaning that the flavor is going to change every time you make this if you use a different brand of salsa. But enough yapping, let's get into this and see how it actually tastes. Now you can add whatever toppings that you want. I just added Tillamook cheddar cheese and I think it looks nice. The other thing is it's a little bit on the soupy side. So if you want something a little bit more chili, you probably could have added like a cornstarch or something to it. You probably could have also cooked it a lot longer than the hour. You know, if you put it in a crock pot, you could let it simmer all day. But let's try it. Ooh, it's hot. It's really hot still. That's different. It's chili, but it's soup. I don't know how to really describe it. It's got a nice flavor. It definitely has a nice flavor. Let's go on for one more time and then I'll give my final review. Okay, so my final wrap up is I think it's a perfectly serviceable chili, and that's kind of the rub, right? I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are making chili, and chili is a very sort of debatable concept. You know, you can go to a party and everyone's gonna have a different way to make chili, and you might even get into a fight over it. But that's great because this is the perfect thing to fight over on a game day if your rival teams are playing. I don't know, it's not that satisfying of an answer, but it's definitely a serviceable chili. If you're looking for something quick and you just want to use a bunch of canned ingredients and you maybe only have an hour to throw dinner together, this is a perfect recipe for that. But let me know what you think. I'm really having fun with this particular series. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. Please give it a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that notification tab so you can see when I release new videos. Please feel free to subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite chili is if you have one. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.